How do men see sex?
Men will chase sex all day, every day, and then burn the number, throw it away, and never look back because that's not love. It's instant gratification, and then they continue to look for sex again and again because they've never been taught what love is.
How do men view sex? Hello, loves. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. If this is your first time tuning through your workout, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Kindly give this video a thumbs up. How do men really view sex? Now, this is going to be one of the most controversial topics I will talk about, okay? So, to most men, not all, sex to men, it's mostly for pleasure. Sex to men, it's an adventure. Now, this is why a man is going to spend money and ship a woman across continent just to have a moment with her. A man is willing to spend literally all out of his pocket just in order to have a moment with one woman. Now, this varies. He can spend as much as he can depending on how much value he placed on you as a woman. Every woman that a man's meet, he has a price tag or budget for her. He has a budget that he's willing to spend, or he's not going to go above that budget. Okay, some women, they don't even go half of this budget. You'll easily get swindled with talks and you get laid easily. But some of them, they know that he cannot spend less than that amount on that woman before he gets her laid. And he places a bet on it and he's willing to spend all of that just in order to get you laid. Now, let me give you a story. I had a friend who was, this guy came, showing her all love. She was playing hard to get. The man continued to do everything possible to make sure that he got her attention, and finally he did. When she was all into him, thinking that she has found love or relationship, this man took her on a vacation, and you know what? Got her late once, and when they came back, he blocked her. That is the extent of what men they can go just in order to achieve something from a woman, which is why I said sex to most of them is just an adventure. Please don't take it too personal, especially in this our generation. People don't longer value decency and a lot more. This is the most reason why most women they get emotionally invested and attached to a man after they've gone intimate with them. Of course, it is their nature. Okay, before a woman opens up her universe to you to come in, she is willing to embrace you, but that's not the nature of most men. Now, some women they use this stage to their advantage. This is a stage that you can use to get whatever you want from a man. Some women have been able to use this stage for a man to sponsor their education, sponsor their business, and many more. They use that for their advantage. Now, this is a secret I'm spitting out. If you think I'm wrong, take note of how a man treats you when he still hasn't seen your nakedness. They are all sweet, kind, giving you all the attention and love that you want, giving you all the financial and material support that you might need. But after they get you laid, most of them they tend to be busy. Most of them they vanish.
If a man, if a man wants to, sleep with you and think that you're getting the same pleasure as he is, then what else is he going to offer you after he gets up off of you? Okay, if he put in 3-4 hours of work in the bedroom, what's he gonna do when he gets off of you? Go right to sleep, and where you going? To work. Okay. So no, some women have high sex drives. Yes, some women do have high sex drives, but the whole point is when you sleep with a man, that's connected to a human being. Okay. Your physical body wants to get off, right? They have machines for that. You got your hand for that. You know what I'm saying? Why do you give precious gifts to men to value it less? You know what I mean? The more you give it away, the least it's valued at. So you got a high sex drive. Every time you give your stuff away, it gets less valuable, especially to the same man. Less valuable, less valuable. Just like a wig. You wear that wig every day, it's gonna get more ratchet and more ratchet and more ratchet until it look like that's your real hair. Thank you. Um, Sorry, y'all. I had to crack a joke real quick because it was getting too serious.
Now, this is why you see a man after he has, he's been intimate with you, he suddenly becomes busy. He will tell you, it's been work, it's been this, my grandma has been sick, my grandma passed away. No, darling, grandma didn't pass away. Okay. He was just after an adventure with you. And after he has achieved that adventure, he looks for the next adventure to go in for, which is one of the reasons why I always, encourage celibacy and discipline. Unless you have been with a man, you've got to know him better, and you know that that relationship is getting to somewhere before you can get laid with, or better still, stay to marriage. But if you're okay with having casual stuffs, that's still okay. I mean, we all we have to, pay the consequence or receive the repercussions of our decisions. If you're still watching up to this end, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Kindly comment down your thoughts. I'm going to roll the remaining clips and I'm going to give my conclusion at the end of the video.
As a pretty girl, you need to be extremely strategic about how you move through the dating scene. Men like attractive women, so by default, as an attractive woman, you are going to get a lot of male energy. However, unfortunately, the downside of this is a lot of women do not know how to handle this attention. And especially if you're young and fresh, you can meet men showing you attention and think they're doing it with the right intentions. A lot of men do not have the best intentions for you. They are just trying to get access to your snatch. And what happens if you don't wise up and you keep going through this dating game and men keep approaching you the same way and your situation keeps ending the same way, you will start to build a reputation. And the same men who think you're so pretty and so attractive will start talking to their friends about you, and their friends will start talking to their friends about you. So what happens is, instead of a man meeting you and forming his own first impression and deciding his own perception of you, he will already know about you and your reputation. And he will approach you with that in mind. So there are a lot of women who are attractive. However, because they have had certain or a variety of interactions with men, your name is already out there and attached to some kind of stereotype. So let's say, for example, a man is approaching you because he thinks you're a hoe. It is going to be very difficult and near impossible for you to convert that situation into something serious. The only thing that can help you do that is how you carry yourself in a situation. So you have to be very slow through that process. However, there are a lot of men that will see that slowness and be irritated because they're thinking, hold on, you wasn't doing this for Billy, John, Jill, whatever their names are. So what I would advise is to just not put yourself in that situation. Be very slow to get in bed with these men. Because the same men that will love bomb you, give you all the adoration, sweet nothings to get what they want, will turn around on the other side and judge you for giving them what they wanted. And as a reformed dating, I can tell you that it's very hard to enter the dating game and not get overwhelmed by the attention when you haven't been attractive and you suddenly find yourself in a place where you're attractive. That is where a lot of women go wrong. A lot of men will know that you used to be big or not attractive or whatever stopped you getting attention in the past. They will understand because they would have seen you. They would have just dismissed you. And what it is a lot of times when we get fly, our personality doesn't go through the change with us. So we still, let's say if you were overweight before, you can still, when they say you still have that fat girl inside you, still have that fat girl mindset. I think basically what they're trying to say is you're still insecure. You're still not expecting men to approach you. So you're very fresh and green in that kind of environment. You don't have experience. And men absolutely want to take advantage of that fact. So if you are a pretty girl and you know that you want a, real respectful, lasting, mutual respectful relationship, be very slow on how you move about this dating game. Be very careful. Be very stingy with your snatch. Make that man prove to you over a long and consistent period of time that you are the one that he wants and you are the one that he's ready to commit to. Some men are still mad. They'll make you do all that and then they'll still do some psycho. Men are scary. Ladies, men are scary. So the best thing we can do for ourselves is to maintain our self-love and our self-respect. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
When a man goes on a date with you and he feels that spark of attraction, the first thing that often crosses his mind is, how soon can I be intimate with her? I hope this revelation doesn't come as a shock. And you see, men that haven't been taught to build emotional intimacy, they might feel more comfortable using physical closeness as a way to connect. They simply don't know how to foster a deeper connection without rushing to physicality. It's like they're building a house and the first thing that they think is, you know what, let me put in the front door because how the hell am I going to get in? But they forget to build a solid roof and walls, which results in everything falling apart. So I always advise you to ensure that he builds a strong foundation first, focusing on emotional connection and communication before rushing into physical intimacy.
If you want a man to chase you, drop sex. Men don't fall in love through sex. Men are hunters. Give them something to chase. When you meet a man that says, I don't like stress, he will stress you with silence. Number 2, be yourself. A lot of men love women who are self-confident. A woman who can hold her own. It excites so many of them. Just be your authentic self. That thing you're hiding is what a man is looking for. That is your unique personality. That is what makes you stand out as a woman. Stop hiding it. Stop hiding it. Number 3, help him feel like a king. Compliments. A lot of men don't get this. Many men give more than they get. Complimenting. Yes, men love compliments. It often excites a lot of men when a woman notices few details about them. Very, very important. Number 4, ask them about their dreams, mistakes, failures, vulnerability. When you ask a man this question and he's able to communicate this with you, he will want you around. A lot of men do not have people to communicate this with. You know, in this part of the world, every man wants to be a man. But a man who wants to keep you around is looking for a woman that he's going to be a baby around. So try so hard to penetrate him so that he can give you his vulnerability. Very, very important. Sex. 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 Men don't fall in love through sex. That's a big lie.
What men consider great intimacy. Number 5, you got to mirror his excitement. Pay very close attention because I know some of you guys are going to be like, I don't want to have to fake it. I don't want to have to pretend. I don't want to have to. Okay, you are watching this show because you want to understand what men consider great pineapples. If I don't tell you the truth, then you're not going to properly be able to utilize any of this information. I am not telling you that you need to fake your entire pleasure. Okay, I do not advise that. I do want you to understand that there is a psychological effect when someone feels like you're just as excited to do something as he is already excited to do it. So for example, if you're with a guy, I was going to say me, let's not put me in it. If you're with a guy that really enjoys feet, he loves feet and he loves your feet. He likes sucking on your toes. He likes licking on your heels, licking in between your toes. He wants to get the toe jam out. He wants to clean your feet. I know that you might not necessarily be super excited about feet. You might not necessarily wake up and say, the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning is feet. And I love feet so much. So the idea that you would suck on my toes is so exciting to me. Mirroring his excitement makes him feel as if this is something that you want too, that you're excited for too. And if he feels like you're excited for this too, this is a confirmation to him that, oh, this is a judge-free zone. Oh, this is a place where I can feel safe. Oh, this is a place where I can express myself. You're actually into this too. He feels like this is a thing that you guys are doing. And the more he feels like this is a thing that you guys are doing, the more he begins to pour his heart out, the more he begins to express to you, the more he begins to emotionally invest in you. You know, we talk about emotional investment, right? And let you know more and more and more about what he thinks and what he wants and what he's into and all that good stuff. First of all, the more you learn about him, and then the more information you get together to figure out what is a great experience for him uniquely. And so you become like Thanos, where you're picking up each individual ring and you're saying, I understand you like this. I know you like this. I know you like that. I know you're into that. And your hand is full of all the rings, all the infinity stones. And you know what you have along with the infinity stones? Hanging from the infinity stones is a string off of each finger that's attached to him, because now you're literally able to control him like a puppet. You know everything he's into, you know why he's into the thing, you know how it affects him, how it affected his childhood, you know how it relates to the bedroom and relates outside the bedroom. You literally have absolute control over him.
Welcome back, and thank you for sticking through to the end. I hope we've picked out one thing on how men really think about sex. Okay, don't get it too personal. As a woman, you should really know what you want, and be careful not to easily get swindled by words, I would say, because men are experts in that. If possible, stay single until you meet the right person for you, and also unless you meet someone you think that you're ready to open up yourself into, don't just fall easily for words. It's always a pleasure to have you watch till the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, it really means a lot to me. Please check my other video. Put on the bell notification button so you will be the very first to know when next I upload a new video.